Hello everyone, Cameroni here with a day 1 update for Glacial Cascade Elementalist. It's been 15 hours, I haven't slept yet, so I'll try and get through this quick, and hopefully it all makes sense. Starting out, we have not made the swap to a staff yet, or may not make it at all depending on how things shake out. This wand right here, this Foulborn Toolborn, say that 10 times fast, is really flippin' good. You can get +2 to +4 on it, and it's fairly cheap. It's fairly common, and the cold exposure you inflict applies an extra -12%. So I highly recommend that you get cold exposure on your gloves as soon as possible. That -11% doesn't matter, because on your Ascendancy you get this, which means that it applies an extra 25%. And you can also take this if you want, so it applies at least 18%. I don't have it quite yet. I need one more passive point. So you get -18% plus -25% for -43%, if my math doesn't fail me. And then -12% here for -55%, plus, or minus 40% cold resistance from frostbite, which is -95% cold res. And then finally, elemental weakness, which we can stack on top for when it levels up another -30, which is a lot. The answer is you're reducing cold resistance by a lot. That's where a large portion of our damage comes from. I've gotten a lot of questions about the Toolborn, or not Toolborn, the Tool Ascendancy here. Your hits ignore enemy monster cold resistance, which is good, but we just have to build around it and know that we're going to lose a lot of our, well, I think we can plan it out to where we don't lose a lot of damage. I'll just have to play around in Path of Building some more and see how we want to swing that. Because right now a lot of our damage is from driving their cold resistance far into the negatives. Yeah. But it is good. It's something that we'll worry about later. That's the gist of it. You don't need to worry about that now, or at least for the next few days. Everything else has gone pretty well, just how I planned it out. Other than you don't want the staff nodes if you're going to use this wand. Don't take these, or these, or these. You do lose some area of effect, which so far has felt okay. I haven't popped it out to see how much we're actually losing, but so far, the build still feels really good, especially since we're getting so many levels to Glacial Cascade. And we're swapping those out with these spell block nodes here with a shield, and these ones here, which brings me up to 57% spell block. And I dropped Determination for Tempest Shield, so that I could drop this node, but I think I'm going to have to take this node anyway. Which brings me to where we're going to go from here. I'll drop my current POB in the description so you can look at it if you want. And then what my future plan is, my future state, I need to go CI, which means I need to fit in Discipline, which means I need more mana reservation efficiency. So I'll drop Frostbomb and Arcanist Brand, which should let me fit in an Enlighten and Discipline somewhere. I'll probably do Discipline, Enlighten, Tempest Shield, and Hatred as the 4-link. I think that'll get me the best reservation efficiency since the Heralds will already be getting reduced other places. So that plus this node should let us run Discipline. Or you can anoint Charisma on your amulet with an Enlighten, and then you can go Heart of Destruction. Or you can drop the Enlighten and just anoint Charisma on your amulet and take this node. That way you don't have to buy and level an Enlighten. Enlighten is pretty cheap right now. I got this for a Divine. Actually, I dropped this. I could have sold this for a Divine, but I figured it's only a Divine. Not worth it, so I'm just going to level it instead. I still need to run the lab to add a bunch of quality to it. That's the easiest way to quality your Enlighten if you do buy one. Just run the 3rd lab or Uber lab if you have extra fragments. And my last point that I want to get to is breach crafting. It is extremely strong. I have a 6 link already. It's not the optimal colors because I don't have enough to color it. I just threw it in inspiration. But it is quite easy to get 6 links from breach crafting at the tree. It's not, I hesitate to call it crafting. From putting in nasty things into the tree's womb. Depending on the things that you click, it's really easy to get a 6 link out of that. Along with all of my other gear, all of this has come from me just reading the nodes on the tree, selecting the nodes for what stats I want on my gear, and sending it. So, highly recommend you look into that. It's basically free if you've been running the League mechanic, and that's the best way to get all of your gear. I haven't purchased a single thing other than this Toolborn one, since the one I found wasn't as good. That's it for my day 1 update. As always, please let me know in the comments if you found anything cool, have any criticism, or if you just have questions in general, and I'll catch you next time.